Students as young as 5 years old are spending more time engaged in online learning, and now there are new concerns about their online safety, especially when it comes to internet predators and bullies. Lightspeed Systems wants to help parents and schools with a safety solution. And here to talk about ways to keep our kids safe online is retired Detective Rich Wistocki. Hello, Rich.
Hello, thanks for having me, Aubrey.
So let's talk about this online safety. I know a lot of parents, we're seeing our kids online more than ever these days. What are some of the top concerns?
Right. Well, one of the biggest concerns is that parents have to ask the right questions to their schools. There's so much online learning and we're slow to get our students back in schools. So what has to happen? The parent must ask the school, is the device you're giving my son or daughter safe when they're at home? I know it's safe at school because you have all the Wi-Fi locked down, but what about my Wi-Fi at home? And that's an issue because I vet all kinds of softwares and other things like that to make kids safe. That's my job. That's my calling. So when I ran across lightspeedsystems.com, I was really impressed because Lightspeed is an Apple partner. Now, what parents need to know, if you're buying your kid an iPhone for them to use, Apple doesn't allow third-party review of what's going on in real time in that phone. But Lightspeed is an educational Apple partner. Lightspeed is like the N95 mask of filters. And not only that, Aubrey, they have alerts. Parents can sign in like on a parent portal and get alerts as to what their child is doing on their school device.
So you're saying that this Lightspeed Systems can really be a solution to some of these concerns?
Absolutely. Anywhere from suicidal tendencies to cyberbullying, sextortion, drugs. It'll give the school and the parents alerts as to what's going on in that child's life. Now, the biggest mistake parents make is that I have arrested over 300 predators in my career in the 30 years I've been a police officer. And it's all the same. My true victims were always allowed by the parent to have their devices in their rooms at night. You see, when you as a parent allow your child to have their devices in their rooms at night, you're sleeping. They shut the door so you can't hear them. There's no need to talk. It's typing, reading, and performing, and that's when our kids get victimized.
Oh, wow. When you talked about the school issued devices like the Chromebooks, the iPads, anything else parents should know about these devices when they're being used at home? And what if it's their own personal device? What if we didn't get a school device given to us?
Yeah, so again, there's other softwares out there that parents need to research that. So what I did since COVID, since I wasn't going into schools anymore, and this is an interesting stat for your audience. Over the last year, I was in 25 schools across the country. When I was at these schools, 17 kids came forward to me while I was there saying that they were being sextorted as we speak.
Whoa.
So it's not something that happens somewhere else. In every school that I'm teaching, there seems to be a kid who's being victimized. And 60% of the sextortionists, people who blackmail kids, 60% are someone the kid goes to school with. 40% of them are someone they met on a social network or a gaming platform.
Oh, wow. Those are really interesting stats. So obviously, as parents, we need to really monitor and stay on top of this. It's not something that we can just kind of push aside and not think about. Any other advice you have for parents?
Yeah, so Lightspeed did a pretty phenomenal job at a survey, and they surveyed parents. 75% of the parents they surveyed do not feel that their kids are safe on their school device. And it's true. So here's what we need to do. We need to train our parents. So I have created an online education certification called cyberparenting-101.com. Cyberparenting-101.com. Parents can actually go online and take the class and know everything there is to know, from suicide to drugs to cyberbullying, all of those things on how to be responsible for their kids' technology.
Rich, this is all really interesting, and it's good to know that there's help out there for some of these issues when our kids are online. We appreciate you joining us this morning. You can see those innovative solutions to keep kids safe online at Lightspeed Systems.